welcome. Thank you for being here, because that alone means you've come a long way. You've faced your pain. You've allowed yourself to feel what happened. You began to see your story from a different angle, searching for meaning. And now, you're standing at the final threshold of forgiveness, a step called resolve. Rich mind and heart, the ancient wisdom combined with science. Discover how small intentional shifts can rewire your brain, strengthen your body, and ignite your spirit. Each video shows you how to unlock the full power of your biology, energy, and soul. We don't ask for donations, but please tap like and hit subscribe. Your engagement is all we need. Please take a deep breath and start your transformation. What is resolve? Resolve isn't a shortcut to relief. It's not the end of the story. It's the conscious decision to take ownership of how you choose to live from this point forward. Resolve means decide, choose, commit, but not against someone, for yourself. It doesn't mean excusing the harm. It doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It doesn't erase the past. It means this: I will no longer let the past define who I am. It's the moment when you no longer wish to revisit the same wound every day. You no longer want to live in reaction. You are ready to choose peace, not dependent on others, but anchored within. And that choice is a powerful act of emotional maturity. What resolve looks like? Resolve is not a phrase muttered through gritted teeth. It's not a declaration like, I forgive, and that's it. It's a slow, sacred decision, one that ripens over time. Resolve does not glorify suffering or pretend it had purpose. It simply says, this story happened. It shaped me, but it is not the center of my life. It's like carrying a backpack full of stones. At first, that weight makes sense. Grief, anger, the need for justice. But eventually, it becomes what holds you back from walking freely. And so you say, it happened, but I won't carry it anymore. This is not about letting someone off the hook. This is about letting yourself go free. Real stories, real healing. Take Joanna. Her father left when she was 9. No calls, no explanations. He reappeared 20 years later, sick, apologetic. Her inner child's pain came rushing back. So did her adult anger. In therapy, she moved through every stage. She saw her wound. She named it. She realized it wasn't about her. It was about his incapacity to love. And then she chose resolve. I forgive him, not for him, but so I don't carry this pain another day. It wasn't instant. It took months. But when it came, it created space for her life to breathe again. Why is forgiveness so hard? Because anger feels like strength. It gives the illusion of control. It makes us feel like we're protecting ourselves. Holding on to pain sometimes feels like holding on to justice. We think, if I let go, does that mean it was okay? That I'm weak? That they win? Number forgiveness isn't surrender. It's an act of courage. And yes, the wound became part of your identity. It gave you something familiar to hold on to. But ask yourself, what do I lose by holding on to this anger? Can I love fully while part of me still lives in the past? Am I truly free if yesterday still shapes every choice I make? Or the daily practice of resolve. Resolve is rarely dramatic. Sometimes it's a quiet moment at your desk, a single tear, a sigh, or the realization that it doesn't hurt as much anymore. It can look like No longer replaying the same story in your head. No longer having imaginary arguments that exhaust your spirit. Writing in your journal, I choose peace. Whispering in prayer, I release this weight. It can be choosing not to transfer your pain onto others, not snapping in anger, not closing off in silence. It's subtle, it's powerful. Every small decision becomes part of your healing. The shift. This process isn't about perfection, it's about readiness. Or sometimes just hope that a different future is possible. You don't need to have it all figured out. But you can say, I'm ready to try, to stop carrying what's not mine, to choose something else. So now, take a breath. Close your eyes. Think of the person or moment still lodged in your heart. Ask yourself, does this wound still define me? Am I waiting for something that may never come? What would shift in me if I no longer carried this? And if it feels right, write this down. I choose inner peace. I don't forget, but I no longer live in the past. As this is the final step of the 4 R's model, but truly, it's the first step into your new life. Forgiveness is not about erasing the offense. It's about reclaiming your future. If this spoke to you, leave a comment. I choose peace. And if you're not ready yet, that's okay. Resolve is a process, and only you will know when the time is right. Thank you for being here. See you in the next episode. With all my heart, I'm holding space for your healing. Don't stop here. There's more waiting for you. More space, more insights, more truths ready to meet you exactly where you are now. Take a step into the next episode. Maybe it holds the answer you've been seeking, or the question that could change everything. See you soon on the next step of your journey. Rich mind and heart.